When you collect customer event data without a CDP, it's tough to ensure consistent event names across properties. Even with the best effort, mistakes happen, which can lead to more headache down the line. For example, let's say you're trying to track every time a customer viewed a product on your e-commerce website. Without a CDP, you might end up with 4 different product view events that look something like this. Inconsistencies like typos and misformatted data make it harder to trust what you've collected. This can lead to a poor customer experience, which none of us want. Since Twilio Segment is a central hub for data collection, it ensures data quality throughout the whole system. In tracking plans, you can define the rules or specs around what events you are anticipating to collect from all your different sources and ensure how you're implementing events matches that spec. For example, we'll click into the website events, and you can see the list of events you expect to see from your website. The dropdown lets you drill into these properties. You can set these as optional or required, and also see the different data types for these properties. You can attach the tracking plan to a single source or to multiple sources. This puts all of your teams on the same page for one reference point for the data they are consuming. It keeps it cleaner than managing various spreadsheets, which can get out of date. Segment lets you manage in a central location and take action on it. When you define the events you are anticipating, you can validate what's connected to it and ensure that the data you're sending through the tracking plan matches what you've defined. When we click on the dropdown, you can see that there are violations on the price under the product clicked event. Or we can see that style was not seen despite being required under product viewed. You can get a more detailed view of what happened and see the event that caused the violation. This provides a quick and easy way to debug if you're seeing issues in the downstream tools. You can get a more detailed view of what happened and see the event that caused the violation. This provides a quick and easy way to debug if you're seeing issues in the downstream tools. But how do you actually use this spec and start to block data that doesn't meet what you defined to prevent data cleanup in different tools? Through Segment's tracking plan. The tracking plan is connected to your source. When you click into the source, you have different options you can take when it doesn't match the spec you defined. When an event that you sent through doesn't meet your tracking plan's definitions, you are still sending it to your destinations, but you can actually block events from going to downstream destinations. For example, if you implemented an event with a typo in it, you can stop that event from making it to the downstream tool. You have the option to send this event and forward it to different places to be cleaned and replayed later on to ensure that there is no data loss. Segment is granular enough where you can just block the properties that don't match the spec or block the entire event. Finally, let's touch on transformations. Transformations let you transform event names, properties, and more in case there's something that made it into production that shouldn't have. You can essentially transform events mid-flight to conform to your standard where they normally wouldn't. An example of this would be a scenario where you want to upgrade your schema to a new version and you made some event naming changes. Well, there are probably other teams and apps that are sending deprecated events. This is a quick way to migrate events on the data side so you can quickly pick an event and change the event or property name. So that's it. Using Twilio Segment, you can ensure a higher level of data quality that makes data trustworthy and deliver those personalized experiences your customers love. In our next video, we'll share how to synthesize this data and activate it into a marketing campaign.